Hello everyone. I'm just gonna start this video off here. I apologize for the lapse in videos there. Our internet was down for about 5 days and it kind of messed up our schedule quite a bit. And then, life happens, and I wanted to show a little love to the gameplay channel as well. I also want to apologize for all the noise that you're probably going to hear in the background. I tried to choose a good time to record, but obviously I didn't. But whatever. So here it is. The next, I guess this will be like some of the things that I've noticed in Alpha 14. Now some of this may have changed. I pretty much just wrote this all down, trying to get as much information together as possible on this one little piece of paper before I forgot about it. And so first thing I'm going to say is here's Parish Tin. I was looking around and I realized that I need to update a lot of my point of interest videos as well. Now it looks like most of them are still in the same spot relative to the map. I think a lot of the coordinates have changed though, like in the upper regions of the map. I'm still looking into it. I looked at a couple of videos, but I need to go back. So let's see what I've got here. There's been quite a few changes. Some will hate it, some will love it. I personally kind of like a few of the changes that they have made, and the fact that the skills, they seem to have a lot more depth to them, so to speak. And you can also get a lot of items now without reading the skill books, like the crafting of ammo and concrete mixing, which is kind of good. I prefer it that way because, well, I guess you didn't have to wait 30 days to make concrete if you never found the skill book. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's gonna have their own. We're all entitled to that. So one of the first things I want to mention, also we now have steel tools, which is great. They seem to have a lot more durability, and they do a lot more block damage as well. This one is a really terrible steel fire axe, and it still does more block damage than this almost high quality iron fire axe. So going back to some of my previous videos here, the trick with tilling the land to make digging up dirt super fast no longer works, unfortunately. And as you will see here, and let me get rid of this bush, this dirt has 250 health, and this one also has 250 health. So this no longer works, and I will be posting an annotation to that video. Whoops. When I get a chance here. So yeah, you cannot do that anymore. However, placing blocks to flatten out the landscape still does work, as far as I know. At least it worked when I was playing on the regular world, testing out all these things as a regular player. Let's go over to some hillside over here. Yeah, see here. So yeah, that still works. Still modifies the landscape, which is good. It allows us to, make things look pretty. With the working stiff, that one is still pretty much in the same location. I gotta check the coordinates, but a couple of the loot containers actually changed on the roof. Now there's only 2. There's no more bird's nests. Another thing I wanted to note was shotguns no longer open doors like they used to. When I was showing that in the videos, I had seriously no skills in shotguns whatsoever, and I was just running around with a shotgun. Now it takes about a full clip to get through both of these doors, whereas it used to take 3. So that's quite a bit less damage for the shotgun. And before the Alpha 14.2 patch, the damage was actually on the ammo and not the shotgun itself. And it looks like they increased the damage of it as well, because it used to be very, very minimal. It used to be a lot less than this. So my personal opinion is that the shotgun has been nerfed quite a bit, actually. Speaking of things that have been nerfed, we shall go into the max stacks of things. Before, you could hold 500 meat stew, 500 vitamins, and 500 rockets. Now, you can only carry 50 of each. Another thing I wanted to note was you can no longer spam first aid kits or vitamins. You now have to wait an incredibly long time to use them simultaneously. However, that is not so much the case if they are in your tool belt. So yeah, I could use that a lot faster, and I really hope the fun pimps keep this speed, because it'll be difficult to heal yourself if you're in the midst of getting hit by 50 zombies. So, while we're on this subject here, another thing that's been nerfed heavily, at least it was in Alpha 14, I don't know if it's still the same, the rocket launcher can no longer punch through wood blocks. Like, it does so much less damage. Before, you could, I would have a huge hole, right? And then we tried it out on doors as well. Well, that door was fine. That's what it used to be. Yeah, like, that door would have been gone. See, I blew apart the metal behind it, but the wood door stayed standing. So, I've honestly never liked the damage output that the rocket launcher gave, but now it just seems really bad. Like, you couldn't kill feral zombies or cop zombies without unloading like 10 rockets, which seems highly unrealistic, but I don't think they're going for realism here. So yeah, that's about it for that. But oil barrels still seem to be the same. Actually, they seem to give off more of an explosion than before. So that's what I would expect from the asphalt here, but if we were to go out onto the dirt... Okay, well I don't know what was happening last time, but when we were using the oil barrels, I guess it was on the regular dirt and not the savanna dirt, because this seems to have more health than usual. It was mining down like 2 blocks, sorry. It was mining down 2 blocks. And another thing I wanted to tell you all about was that zombies no longer make a beeline for the door. They don't go straight for your doors anymore. I noticed that in regular gameplay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate it here. The zombies, I turned them off in this map. Oh man, this shotgun is so terrible now. So if I was standing up here, let's say I fortified this place and a bunch of zombies came. Let's go like this. Oh, of course, they spawned on my head. Let me just heal up here. With the incredibly long wait time. So yeah, zombies will proceed to attack pretty much anything that comes in their path. Even if it's not directly in their path, like if they can still get over it or around it, they'll just destroy it for no good reason at all. See, this guy's not making it towards the door, he's just making sure God moves off. They just start attacking random things. Yeah, they don't go straight for the doors anymore. So that's pretty much it for the zombies and stuff like that. I apologize again for the noise. And another thing I noticed is that deers seem to be spawning like crazy. Now I don't know if that was in the first couple of days of spawning a world, but when I started a new game on day 2, I think I found about 10 deer all over the place. They also seem to give more hides as well. Probably to make up for the increased cost for the bellows. Now it requires 20 hides instead of 12. So, but you can get that in about 4 deer now, and whereas it used to be about, I don't know, I think it was 6 or 7 before you could make bellows. And now you can raise your athletic skill by running. I still have yet to test to see whether or not that actually makes you run faster, but from what it looks like, it only reduces your stamina degradation, which I kind of don't like too much. I wish it would make you run faster, because you run a lot slower now from what I've noticed, or at least that's what it seems like to me. Also, using a fire axe on this window here. Oh, they must have fixed it. Used to make a large metal sound. I don't know, I guess it was only certain windows. I'm not getting it right now though. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. Maybe it's this window. Yeah, there we go. It's the iron windows. Yeah, so, you know, there's still a couple of bugs that they gotta fix, but that one's not too game breaking. There's obviously a lot more than that other people have posted, and most of the lag issues have gone away for me. But yeah, they just need to iron out all the wrinkles and squash all these bugs, and like the fire axe that I just showed, but overall I kind of like the direction that the game is going. So less luck chance and more on where do I need to go now for skills. Before we end this video here, I just wanted to show you this cool new bank prefab. Hopefully the sounds are not too loud in the background. And this prefab, which is in the city of Perishin, I don't know why else. Another bug that I noticed is that the texture resolution and the brightness inside a building seems to be a little bit off. So anyways, inside this bank here, there's a total of 3 wall safes underneath the tills, and there's 2 searchable tills there, 1 more here, so it looks like 5 searchable cash registers, which is good for paper and tokens. And this door has quite a bit of health, 8,000, so you're probably better off going onto the brick right beside it for a total of 24,000 health that you can get with mining, or sorry, the pickaxe. And as you can see, I can squeeze by this reinforced concrete, and there is a total of 12 wall safes in here, which is freaking crazy. So yeah, that's about it. I like the direction that the game is going, and I hope they continue. Thank you, Thunder, I needed that. I hope they continue to make this game great and turn it into the legend that it deserves to be. Oh, another note, if I can find one. Is we can climb ladders extremely fast, which can be very dangerous. Seemed to be faster last time. They might have patched it by now. So, on that note, I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.